Okay, welcome back. Brett here with clickmill.co. In this video, we're going to be talking about the third most important thing that you need to know in order to get your first YouTube channel to 1,000 subscribers and monetize it and start getting that committed relationship going. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to level up. And I'm excited to know because I don't even know what this means. Let's hear how to level up.
Okay. So you put out 5 videos in the first one, right? You didn't know what you were doing. The second one is getting better. You put out another 10 videos. Now you're starting, hopefully, you've been doing some research on how to do keyword research. You watched our videos, you watched Brett's videos, right? Now you're starting to learn how to do titles or how to do thumbnails. You're starting to become more familiar with your camera work. Now you want to level up, which again, you're going to have to assess, is this something I think it's another good time to assess, is this something that I want to do, that I could see myself doing over the next year and a half?
So you're getting started at 5 and you're just saying, is this something I'm even interested in? 10, you're like, okay, I could go further. I'm gonna make sure I understand.
Yeah.
10, you're then going 10 videos, you're getting a little bit of skill. If you're here and you're in the programs and you're doing keyword research and you're looking at thumbnail trainings and all these things and you're developing that. Then at the 15th video, so you got 5 plus 10.
Mhm.
At the 15th video, you're kind of coming to the point where you're deciding, is this really where I want to start leveling it
Yes.
up?
Yes,
Okay.
and again, it is a lifestyle readjustment. You have to understand that in order to grow on YouTube, in order for YouTube to seek to promote your content, because that's what it's going to require. The algorithm is going to have to promote your content to its other viewers in order for you to blow up. So in order for YouTube to begin to promote your content, it has to start to see a value there, okay? And so and once a week is going to be the requirement. Now, that doesn't mean that every week at this time you have to post. You can do what's called front loading, which means some creators will do like 2 months of videos in one day, and then they'll just release them once a week. That's the way I like to do it. That way I can have all my creative juices in one direction. Then I can go and do other stuff and not have to think about that.
And
But
that can I cut in
yeah,
there?
yeah.
And for any of you watching, again, I'm always referencing the decision making course, which is probably one of the most important things you can learn here, which is in the middle tier subscription. So if you got top tier, middle tier, you've got access to that. And that is an example of batching. YouTube creators who are professionally creating and they're wanting to level up, they're just scripting and writing and filming everything on the same day because like we're doing, we're filming everything in one day and then we're going to hang out for the next 2 weeks and just have fun. And it's all done. And he's got videos for what, the next month, 2 months,
Yeah,
something like that.
absolutely.
And it's one day and you get it out and you're not resetting up and tearing down and setting up. So that is an example of the batching mental model. So
Yeah.
coming back to, you batch your videos, you put them all together, you film them in one day, and you were saying.
Yeah. Okay. So again, assess your situation in the relationship model. Now you've been getting together. Now it's time to level up. Maybe you're going to finally propose to, this thing called YouTube. Okay. You're going in for the long haul. You're down to stick around for a year and a half or so. Now what you want to do is you want to do 3 things. Number one, getting people to click. Okay, so the first 15 videos, you're just kind of learning. Now it's time to level up. Number one, getting people to click. Number two, getting people to watch. And number three, leaving the viewer satisfied. Okay. So number one, getting people to click. This involves thumbnails and titles. Okay. Because if people never click on your video, there's no way you can ever blow up, right? That
Right.
makes sense, right? So you need people to click. We'll do some videos on thumbnails and titles. Okay. So, right. Yeah. So we'll do that. And so number one is getting people to click. Number two is getting people to watch, something called watch time or retention. So if you want YouTube to push your content out to other people, which is what you want if you want to be successful on YouTube, you need to have a good watch time. You need to capture people in the first 30 seconds. This is one of the most important things. You don't want people clicking off. Right away. You can see the graphs, right? You want people to stick around for the first 30 seconds. So you got to pull them in, okay? You got to pull them in the first 30 seconds, and then you have to pull them in for the first minute, and then of course keep them watching as long as you can. Okay, so that's called retention. And then the third one is a little harder to quantify, but that's something that YouTube is just now bringing out, called leaving your viewers satisfied. Okay, so this involves thumbs ups, this involves shares, comments, and they have their own algorithm for exactly what it involves, but it means that your videos, people want to stay on their platform to watch more of your videos. So at the end of our videos, you know, we're generally promoting our next video, because YouTube is a business. YouTube makes money from showing ads. Okay, and so if they want to keep they want to keep their users on their platform for as long as they can. YouTube is your video is not just competing with other YouTube videos. Your video is also competing with other things that are going on in that viewer's life.
Yeah.
So so it's competing with family issues. I mean, it's competing with all sorts of other social media platforms. And so if you show YouTube that you keep people on their platform for longer periods of time, that they can show more ads to those people and make more money, that is when they will begin to push your content out to people you would never have reached ever before.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love that. And I think that is a really, really great way to break down. And that reminds me of how we do content at ClickMill. The goal with the content is you make the very best piece of content, which is the content that Google can recommend and have users want to come back to Google, because Google gives good results, because it's a business. Why do they want people to come back to Google at Google? Because they make money on advertising. Well, Google's owned by Alphabet, and Alphabet owns YouTube. It's the same thing. They want to sell advertising on YouTube. They need people in the videos for the longest time. So if you help them do that, you're going to crush it. So in the next videos in this little mini course here, we are going to be getting into some specific questions that Juke is asked a lot in his comments.
Yeah.
And the questions on how do we get this thing moving? What are some things we need to know? So I'll look forward to seeing you in those videos coming up next. God bless.